The first rule, of course, is to avoid collisions. How do we achieve this? Normal traffic means that each paraglider moves to the right, much like road traffic rules. That means if I'm flying in one direction and there's another paraglider flying toward me, I move to my right, and the other paraglider moves to their right, keeping a safe distance between us. However, sometimes pilots, either out of ignorance or distraction, don't follow this rule. Instead, they maintain their course towards us, or worse, if I move to my right, they move to their left, which leads both of us directly into a collision path. It's similar to what sometimes happens when walking. You move one way, the other person moves the same way to avoid you. Then you both try to correct your direction and end up bumping into each other. The same thing can happen in the air, and it could be tragic, even fatal. So, we must avoid this at all costs. Both pilots should turn right, and if the other person doesn't do the right thing, we shouldn't insist on keeping our course. If I see the other person not following the proper traffic rules, I should look behind me, ensure the space is clear, and make a quick 180-degree turn to get out of the situation. I shouldn't try to hold my ground and continue straight towards someone who's flying incorrectly. If I see an imminent collision, I should check that the air is clear behind me, turn around, and move out of the way. As mentioned earlier, if two paragliders are on a collision course, both should turn right. If they do, there won't be any issue. The same principle applies when there's a slope or ridge on one side. The paraglider with the slope on their right has the right of way, while the one with the slope on their left must move aside. The basic idea is to follow the rule of keeping to the right. If we have a hill, the pilot with the hill on their right gets priority to continue using the lift dynamics, while the one with the hill on their left must briefly move aside, allowing the other paraglider to pass before returning to their path.